Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Snuggles and Storytime. My name is Amanda, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Today, we're going to talk about a very important day that's coming up. We're going to talk about Mother's Day. And in today's story, I'm actually going to tell you about one of my greatest memories on a Mother's Day. Okay, so before we get to the story though, we need to sing hello. So please put your hands up so you can join me. Here we go. Hello, all my friends, how are you? Hello, all my friends, how are you? With the jiggle, jiggle, jiggle and a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hello, all my friends, how are you? We are going to have a great day today. We have our whiteboard up, which means we're going to be drawing our story today. So why don't you pause your video quick and go get a paper and a pen or a crayon or a pencil or a marker so you can draw along with me. I'll wait. Okay, so today we're going to be talking all about Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Let's write that word first because that's an important one. Are you ready? So the first letter we're going to write is an M. M starts in the sky, comes down, slide, jump, down. That's your M. Next is an O. O is like a big circle. Then we need a T. And then an H. H has a long line and a little hill. And then we need an E. E's are super tricky, so watch first. You start close to the other letter, push out, then circle around. Did you do it? Good. And then the last one is an R. R is a little line and then a little finger hook. That's mother. So we're going to talk about Mother's Day. So we're going to put an apostrophe, a little mark in the sky, and an S. And that tells people that something belongs to the mother. And on Mother's Day, the day belongs to mothers. So let's put day as well. D is the first letter. Big line, and then a big belly, like a dinosaur belly. And then we need an A. A is a circle with a tail. Excellent. And then we need a Y. Y is a little line and then a big line pushed through all the way to the bottom. So we're going to talk about Mother's Day today. Now, my mom is a very special mom. And every year, we do different things to help her feel special. But something we do every year is we always get her flowers because my mom loves flowers. So let's draw a flower. Okay? So to make a flower, first I'm going to start with a little circle. And then I'm going to make little rainbows all the way around to be the petals. So I make a little rainbow, and a little rainbow, and a little rainbow, and a rainbow. So I'm starting on the circle, come around and touch. Start on the circle, come around and touch. So there's my flower. Now, there were some times where I had the flowers that went on my mom's wrist. That was called a corsage. And sometimes we get her flowers in a vase. They stand tall. And sometimes we get her flowers in a pot so she can plant them in her garden. But we always got my mom flowers for Mother's Day. Very important. Another thing that we always did for our mom on Mother's Day was we always went to church with her. My mom loved to be able to sit with us in church, so we went to church. So to draw a church is kind of tricky. It is. We're going to start with a T, okay? So a T is a line down and a line across. Now here comes the tricky part. Underneath your T, you're going to make a house. So you make the roof, and you make strong walls, and you close up the house. That's the church. So on Mother's Day, my mom always gets flowers. We always go to church. And do you know what else she likes? She likes a lot of things, but she loves to get a hug. To get a hug. Now, how could we draw a hug? Do you have any ideas? That's tricky. That's tricky. Sometimes when people are writing a card, they will put X's and O's in it because it stands for hugs and kisses. So let's put those. So the X is actually a kiss. See, it's two lips. They're meeting like that. X, and then an O is where your arms go around the other person. So that's the O's. And I'll put two of them. 2 kisses and 2 hugs. So those are all the things that my mom loves on Mother's Day. So can I tell you a story of one of the Mother's Days that I remember best? Okay, so here it goes. When I was a little girl, I had a mom, and she was a very happy mom, and she loved to feel special. My mom's name is Sandy, and she woke up early one day, and we tried to make her breakfast in bed, but it did not work. When we were carrying her tray of juice and cereal up the stairs, oh no! The food spilled off the tray, and it made a big mess. Oh, we were so sad. We thought we were going to ruin Mother's Day. But we cleaned it up, and we brought her a new cup of juice. And we said, Happy Mother's Day. And we gave her cards. My mom loved cards that were made by us. She didn't mind a card that was bought in a store, but she loved cards that were made by us. So we gave her our cards, and we also gave her a beautiful corsage to wear. She wore it on her wrist when we went to church. She was so proud sitting with all of her daughters in church and felt so special with her corsage. After we went to church on that Mother's Day, we went out to lunch. And that's not something that my family did a lot after church. We didn't normally go out to lunch. But on that day we did because it was Mother's Day. It was a special day for my mom. And when we got home, do you know what we did? My mom decided she was going to spend the afternoon playing outside with us. And moms are really busy. So that was really exciting for us that she was going to play outside with us. She sat in a big swing that we had by a tree, and she watched us while we played in the sandbox, and she was drawing in her sketch pad. And then we brought over something called a Hoppet. So it was like a ball that had little steps on it. And my mom, after a lot of encouragement from us, she tried the Hoppet, and we held her hand so she would be steady. And she laughed and she laughed, and she gave us all lots of hugs. And that was one of the best Mother's Days I can remember. It was a beautiful time. Nothing extra special, but just time with my mom, because that means the most to me. So that's my Mother's Day story. I hope your Mother's Day is special too. Whether you're making breakfast in bed, or maybe you're going to give them a massage or paint their nails, or maybe you're going to give them a card. Just remember to tell your mom how much she means to you, because mothers are important and everyone needs more love in this world. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.